Good morning. I'm David Steinberg. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen and bisexuals. We're going to present tonight some of the best performers in the contemporary comedy field. Welcome to the Midnight Special. It all starts right now.
To the Midnight Special with the Ace Trucking Company, Franklyn Ajaye, Kentucky Fried Theater, Mighty Python's Flying Circus, Freddie Prinze, and your host for this morning, David Steinberg.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Wolfman, for those kind words. We have got a terrific show for you this morning. Some of the very best people around are here. We've got Freddie Prinze, Kentucky Fried Theater, the Ace Trucking Company. From England, we've got Monty Python's Flying Circus. A little later on,
David. Could we squeeze that story in? I'd really like to do the story. I think they'd like it. I like to squeeze the story.
This is my good friend, as you know.
Dave. Don't say good friend yet. No. Look, we have to wait and see how the story goes because I don't want to jeopardize two careers. This is a pretty heavy story, and I don't want to put you on the list.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, a black guy.
I have a story I'd like to tell you, and I want to admit in the beginning that this is not a Flip Wilson original. The story was told to me out in front of the commissary by a Mexican guy. So, any appreciation or merit that you feel the story has, let us extend our appreciation to the Mexican people. The scene is a maternity ward, and we find the expectant father. He's pacing up and down, nervous. Nervous, very nervous. And the doctor comes rushing out of the operating room. And the doctor says, "Sir, could we have a seat a moment? I'd like to talk to you." Guy says, "Talk to me?" Says, "Is my wife all right?" Doctor says, "Yes, she's all right." Guy says, "Is the baby all right?" Doctor says, "Yes, the baby's all right." Guy says, "What do you want to talk to me about?" Doctor said, "Well, I'd like for you to have a seat and we can discuss this matter. It's a very heavy subject." Guy says, "The wife's all right, right?" Doctor said, "Yes." So the kid's okay, right? Doctor said, "Yes." So what's there to talk about? Doc said, "Would you please have a seat?" He says, "Okay." You sit down. He says, "The wife and kid okay, Doc?" Doc said, "Yes, they're fine." Doc said, I'm not sure of just how I should go about dropping this on you." Just drop something on me? What do you got to drop on me? Doc said, "Well, I guess I should get right to the point. No sense beating around the bush. Just tell them what you want to say." Doc said, "Your wife gave birth to a head." So it's a 2.5-pound head. Perfectly normal, healthy head. I said, "But there's no body." Doc said, "No body?" Doc said, "No, just a head." Doc said, "Now, if you want, you can put it up for adoption." Said, or if you prefer, you can take it home with you. Guy said, I'm gonna take it home. It's my head. Doc said, look, what are you gonna name it? I said, well, I guess we'll call it Head. So they took Head home. And they were very proud of Head, the father and the mother. And they found it was very convenient to raise a head. More so than a regular kid. Because his mother didn't need a carriage. She'd carry Head around in a bowling ball bag. Yeah. She had holes punched in the side of it for air. Little plastic windows so Head could look out. And his father took him everywhere he went. His father would put him under his arms like a loaf of bread. Just walk around with Head. And going to school. Now, that's really a very, very distinct part of the story. Going to school, Head was very popular in school. All the guys loved Head. All the girls liked Head. And the teachers were constantly writing letters home saying how good Head was. Head grew. Okay, eventually Head reached his 21st birthday. Father said, Head, you're a man. Said, I'm gonna take you down to the bar, we're gonna have our first drink together. So his father put Head on his arm, took him down to the bar. And he ordered 2 double scotches. And he set Head there on the bar. And he downed his double scotch. And then he poured the double down Head. Head's eyes got red. Little rhyme I threw in there. Head's eyes got red. Then he started shaking there on the bar. And started bouncing up and down. Then the whole building started shaking. There was a great big puff of smoke. And when the smoke cleared away, there was Head, standing there. He was 206 pounds. Muscles rippling all down his body. A body had popped out from underneath. It had been packed underneath all that time. And the body popped out. Head was about 6'1", weighed about 205, something like that. And everybody in the bar was complimenting him on how beautiful his bill was. And all of a sudden, the doors burst open, and the police come in, and they had dogs, and they had guns and gas and stuff, and they arrested Head. And Head said, well, why are you arresting me? And they said, because you're standing there with no clothes on. We're busting you for indecent exposure. And he said, wow, I should have quit while I was ahead.
The English seem to have a great sense of the bizarre. They also have the best political scandals. They don't just have political scandals, they're always involved in some sex or something. That's why I like, those are the great political scandals. The next group is, yes, bizarre, surreal, and very, very funny. I know you've enjoyed them before on the Midnight Special, so please, let's all welcome back Monty Python's Flying Circus.
Hello, children. Hello. Are you sitting comfortably for today's story? Good. Then we can begin. One day, Ricky, the magic pixie, went to visit Daisy Bumble in her tumble-down cottage. He found her in the bedroom. Roughly, he grabbed her heaving shoulders, pulling her down onto the bed and hurriedly ripping off her thin... captain was a rough, tough, jolly sort of person. He loved the life of the sea, and he loved to hang out down by the pier where the men dressed as ladies. Rumpeltweezer ran the Dinky Tinky shop in the foot of the magic oak tree, by the wobbly dum-dum tree, in the shade of the magic glade, down in Dingley Dell. Here he sold porny pictures and Swedish sex magazines that show and dirty books. With a melon?
Welcome to Munich for the 27th Silly Olympiad, an event held traditionally every 3.7 years, which this year has brought together competitors from over 4 million different countries. And here we are at the start of the first event of the afternoon, the second semi-final of the 100 yards for people with no sense of direction. I'll just give you the competitors. Lane 1, Skolomoski of Poland. Lane 2, Zatapatik of France. Lane 3, Grobovich of the United States. Next to him, Drabble of Trinidad. Next to him, Fernandez of Spain. And in the outside lane, Ballman of Brazil. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? And now over to the other end of the stadium.
And here we're just waiting for the start of the 1,500 meters for the deaf. And they're under starters' orders. Well, we'll be coming back the moment there's any action. And now over to the swimming.
And you join us here at the Bundes Absurd Pool just in time to see the start of the 200 meters freestyle for non-swimmers. Watch for the tough Australian champion Ron Barnett in the second lane. Well, we'll be bringing you back here the moment they start fishing the corpses up. And now we're back with the marathon for incontinence once again. There's Polinsky of Poland in the lead. And now Brewer of Australia has taken over. There's a pass across, but Brewer has overtaken him, but he's got to spend a penny. There goes Brewer to spend a penny, and there goes Gerling of Austria. And so now it's Alvarez of Cuba, followed by the plucky Norwegian boars. They're in and out like yo-yos. These boys, and there's McNaughton. McNaughton, the Scottish lad, but he can't hold it. And Matjevich of Yugoslavia has taken over. He can't hold it either. Well, these must be some of the weakest bladders ever to represent their country. And now let's have a look back at what's going on down on stage.
Evening, Squire.
Good evening.
You married?
Yes?
I'm a bachelor myself. Sure, your wife a goer, eh? Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Nudge, nudge, know what I mean? Say no more.
I beg your pardon?
Your wife, does she go, eh? Does she go, eh?
She sometimes goes, yes.
I bet she does, I bet she does. Say no more, know what I mean? Nudge, nudge.
I'm afraid I don't quite follow you.
Follow me. That's good, that's good. A nod's as good as a wink to a blind bat.
Are you selling something?
Selling? Very good, very good. Eh? Oh, you're wicked, eh? Wicked, eh? Say no more.
Well, I didn't say...
Is your wife a sport, eh?
Oh, she likes sport, yes.
I bet she does, I bet she does. She's been around a bit, eh? Been around.
She has travelled, yes. She's from Burbank.
Say no more. Burbank, Squire, famous. Is your wife interested in photography, eh? Photographs, eh? He asked him knowingly.
Photographs?
Snap, snap, grin, grin, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more.
Holiday snaps.
Could be taken on holiday, old Squire. Swimming costumes, eh? Swimming costumes. Candid, eh? Candid photography, eh?
No, I'm afraid we don't have a camera.
Oh, still. Whoa, eh? Whoa, hey, whoa, hey, whoa.
No, are you insinuating something?
Oh, no. Yes.
Well?
Well, I mean, you're a man of the world, Chief. You've been around a bit, eh?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, like, you've done it. You've, slept with a lady.
Yes?
What's it like?
Hold on to your hats because it's time for Nini Nana and the Two Nunas.
Monty Python's Flying Circus. Funny people, you're going to see a whole lot more funny people right after I tell you about this. Our big midnight special 3rd anniversary show coming up your way next week and the following week. That's February 13th and the 20th. And you're going to see the very best of the midnight specials, 3 years on the air with such great names as Gladys Knight and the Pips, Glenn Campbell, Frankie Valli, Linda Ronstadt, George Carlin, Herb Alpert, the OJs, Randy Newman, Paul Anka, Neil Sedaka, Richard Pryor, Mac Davis, Barry Manilow, Captain and Tennille. And you're also going to see salutes to Elton John and Neil Young. Make it next week.
You know, I have just come off a tour across the entire United States. And one thing we do great in America is we sell. I sell myself here. Everyone is dealing in selling of some sort. The government, we sell our own wheat to Russia, which we now have to buy back at a loss. Well, some call that politics. I call that Mo, Shep, and Curly. And what sells better than government? The record industry. You cannot turn on a television from Albuquerque to Minneapolis to Chicago to New York to LA without getting the television commercials by the record companies. Stay tuned for the special television commercial announcement. Now on 8-track tape and stereo records, we bring you the hits of the 30s, the 40s, 2 mediocre hits from the Dark Ages, and one so-so hit from 72 AD, just before the temple was destroyed. Remember Bernadine, April Love, State Fair? Well, now on 8-track tape and stereo record, we've managed to recreate all of that boredom. Hey, kids, put this album on. It won't interfere with anything you're doing. Walk, talk, have a relationship. No lyric will hook into any thought you're having at that moment. And that's not all. You got Neil Sedaka, Bobby V, Sandra D, Paul Anka, the immortal Buddy Holly. This album's so exciting it'll make you grab for the nearest 14-year-old. On the flip side, you get Mario Lanza singing the Tina Lena from The Toast of New Orleans, a song he recorded before he ate himself to death. Great laugh you've got there. I love crazy people, boy. It's a connection for me. Hi, I'm Fyodor Mikhailovich Dostoevsky. Remember me, the idiot? Prince Mishkin, Notes from the Underground, Crime and Punishment. Well, now an 8-track tape and stereo records. You get me, Dostoevsky, plus Leo Tolstoy, plus Isaac Babel, plus William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare reading Timon of Athens, his least successful play, perhaps his most forgettable of all, and that's not all. You get John Dos Passos, William Carlos Williams, Robert Penn Warren. 3 people, 9 names, all on the same side. You get Charles Dickens and the Stylistics. You get Dylan Thomas's Do Not Go Gentle with That Good Night and William Blake's Little Lamb, Who Made Thee, Dost Thou Know Who Made Thee, plus Nancy Sinatra's Boots Are Made for Walking. 1983, maybe sooner, it's possible. We've seen everything, we might see more. This could happen. Hi, I'm Richard Nixon. Remember me? Remember Agnew? Remember meat? Remember fuel? Remember the 70s? Weren't those wonderful years? Do you remember how I dangled the Supreme Court along, indicating they were going to get my tapes at any moment? Well, now on 8-track tape and stereo record, I take everything. Unavailable by mail. These tapes are unavailable in department stores. In fact, these tapes are unavailable. But if you know what's good for you, you'll send your contribution to the Committee to Re-elect the President, Box 1776, Leavenworth, Kansas. Thank you very much. If you see a crowd here in Los Angeles, it usually means that the reruns of I Love Lucy are over and people are on the streets. Or sometimes it means that they're queuing up to see one of the best new contemporary groups in the country. Would you welcome, please, Kentucky Fried theater.
This summer, West Coast fashion analysts are predicting a new free look in step with today's now youth. Contrast yesterday's gimmick garb, there emerges the European influence, replete with continental coordinates and Toussaint tailoring. Today's fashions reflect today's headlines. The energy crisis, ecology, crime rate, and acupuncture have all provided pillars on the launching pad from which today's wacky, zany, often unpredictable fashions will catapult. Personifying the now look is Dave, who knows that versatility in fashion is the order of the day. Dave will feel equally at home at a frat club mixer or a meeting of the Young Republicans in this Brittany 300 action at worsted from Ramon, probably the most influential designer in the Paris couture. Highlighting the outfit is the casual, non-ruffled but very trim and very fitted French polyester shirt. No nonsense, no cuff slacks will keep him in step with the latest dance craze, and Ramon has not disdained the perfect accessories with a python print go-everywhere tie by Dr. Klein and softly shaped matching boots. One of a fashion group from Colosimo Clothier's produce departments. And here comes Steve in a resplendent red and black preview of this summer's Yellow Brick Road look. Leaving his fabric preferences a matter for adulation, Steve adorns the ivories with Rene de Moble's fire engine red windbreaker. Below the beguiling slacks accrete the perfect facade of worldly use, sophisticated conservatism, and money that masquerade trembling psyches from volley to match point. Exquisite 14-karat gold adornments from Tiffany's exquisite 14-karat gold adornment department provide an additional barrier from reality and further perpetrate the illusion of stability. The entire look is yours from $495 from the Granola Shop. Anonymity is the theme and denim the prevalent medium as Jerry pioneers the new Berkeley look from Cassini for $75. Emitting the air of confidence that comes from knowing he can't be distinguished from his colleagues, Jerry traverses the campus in this two-piece adventure into the nondescript. The faded blue work shirt with loosely knit bodice and deep front thrust competes in elegance with the appropriately tattered no-belt trouser geometrics. Disheveled feet and optional beaded headband provide ideal finishing touches that belie his upper middle-class background in posh American suburbia. $7.95, the Beanie Bazaar collection, Ole Gundersons. Romantic, masculine. Trend-setting and elegantly bare, a devastating yet simple ensemble epitomizing the sought-after Burt Reynolds look. The Deliverance-inspired plunging neckline wetsuit displaying the amply developed biceps accents this handsome package, while the snugly tapered rayon acetate swimsuit beckons with Genevieve's come-hither warmth. The sculpted torso of well-coiffed muscle perpetuates the cosmopolitan trend and further emphasizes the virile gigolo effect. Subtle tailoring from the designer house of Jean-Louis accentuates the robust pectoral plumage that promises to make this trend a perennial favorite. Now it's available in black and navy from the Plaza collections in downtown Los Angeles. Crowned the queen of femininity as she charms the length and breadth of our nation, Mallory stuns the runway in the Miss America look. The elegantly sculpted white torso speaks to the ultimate knowledge of sensual self as it tapers delicately to the sculptured bodice that caressingly conceals the free-hanging jugs. Mallory, we won't ask you the obvious question because the answer is obvious. How does it feel to be Miss America?
To be Miss America to me means an opportunity not only to further my education, but to increase my knowledge as I travel around this crumbling democracy, trying to fight against the morally bankrupt military industrial technology.
Mallory Sandler, you are Miss America!
We're gonna have some more funnies from David Steinberg and his guests right after the station break. But before we split here, I want to tell Wolfwoman, who's watching the show tonight in our split-level cave in Burbank, that I didn't forget to get the quarter milk and the loaf of bread and the wolf biscuits for Wolf Baby.
When you're dancing and you're dangerously near me, I get ideas, I get ideas. Miss Jones, would you send in... Miss Jones, would you send in the next patient, please?
I sure will, honey. Well, doctor, we'll see you now, Turkey. Get on in there, chump.
Come in. Don't be frightened. I'm the psychiatrist. Remember, this is psychiatrist's office. Everything counts. Which chair are you going to sit in? Make your own free choice. I'm not here. Anywhere you like. Either one. Ignore me. I'm not here. Nymphomaniac. Oh. The important thing is that you trust me. If you trust me, I can... Get off! If you trust me, I can move you out of here a happier and a healthier person than the one that came in. Relax, I'm here to help you. Booga booga! The important thing in psychiatry is that... Go on through! Go on! The important thing in psychiatry is for a healthy patient-psychiatrist relationship. Now, I'll be right in! What specifically is your problem?
I have trouble communicating.
I'm sorry, I don't understand you. Communicating with people? Easy. Whatever you do, don't think of your mother's bosom. All right. Now that that is out of the way, we move on.
I don't think of my mother's bosom.
You're not thinking of your mother's bosom? Do you know what it's like for a mother not to have her bosom thought about? How would you know? But that's the trouble with men. That's why man has no bosom except for Victor Mature. But why bring him up? Booga booga! The important... Get! Oh! Come here, quick. Stick your tongue out that window. More! More! Good. Now, in psychiatry, there are many ways we can go. We can go uphill.
How come I stick my tongue out the window?
Oh, that wasn't for you. That was for me. I hate the guy across the street. Booga booga, Dr. Schwartz! No. Ignore my psychosomatic limp. It comes upon me only when I lust. Let me ask you this. Are you a virgin? When I ask you this, you see, it's not to make fun of you. This is what psychiatry is about. If you can trust me, I can move you out of here a happier, healthier person than the man that came in. I've studied for 14 years to deal with this type of problem. Relax. I'm the doctor. Trust me. Are you a virgin? Yes or no?
Yes.
Virgin! Booga booga! Prepare! Dr. Schwartz, we got one! Here, I'll take care of him. Now tell me, verge means nothing. It's a psychiatric term. Let's take an imaginary walk through the streets of Los Angeles, and we'll see how you deal with each hypothetical situation as we come upon it. Give me your hand, and we'll stroll down the highways, the byways, the avenues, and the streets. Give me your hand, and we'll stroll down San Vicente, up El Contente, down the Strip. I'm a doctor! I've studied for 17 years! I derive no sensual pleasure from the mere touch of your hand! Okay. Now, let's hypothesize. What's the first thing that you see out there? Anything that comes into your mind?
Girl.
Girl, a girl.
Girl.
Good, that's the problem, a girl. Okay, show me what your approach is to that girl.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Hi,
No
baby.
good, she ran away. NG, no good. TB, too bad. MD, me doctor. You see, if you want to impress a girl, you never hold hands with a man. An important breakthrough for the two of us. Booga booga. Thank you very much. You're going out of here a healthier person than the one that came in. I'm in the mood for love. Miss Jones?
Yes, doctor.
Would you send in the next patient, please?
I ain't sending to nobody else. I'm taking the rest of the day off, 'cause you crazy, honey. Y'all can't see the
Thank
doctor.
you.
Back off, Jack. 86, Doc.
Thank you, Miss Jones. Put my calls on hold.
What you see is what you get.
Ole, arriba, ondele, hasta la vista. I'm in the mood. In the fall, there's going to be a new comedy series on NBC called Chico and the Man. My next guest will be co-starring with Jack Albertson in that series. In this town, when you are good and you get hot, there is nothing like it. Would you welcome, please, the good, the funny, and the hot Freddie Prinze.
Thank you. I'm not originally from L.A. I come from New York. I'm one of the New York Puerto Ricans. And, well, not really, not completely, because my father's Hungarian. So I'm a Hungarican. That's why I know I don't look it, right? I got light skin, straight hair. That's from my father. From my Puerto Rican mother, I got my nose and my mustache. I grew up in New York in a neighborhood called Washington Heights. It's not really a ghetto, it's a ghetto suburb, right? Slums with trees, right? Even the birds are junkies. Birds don't know how to fly, they just fall out of trees and bother people. Tweet, tweet, sucker, give me a quarter. Cockroaches wear sneakers and dungarees. Cockroaches are strong, you can't kill them. You ever notice? You step on them, you hear them snap. As soon as you lift your foot, they run like hell. That's because they know we believe the snap means they're dead, so they're going, chump, and they're gone. Right? We have the manager of the apartment building, the superintendent's name is Mr. Rivera, a Puerto Rican guy. And you can't complain to him, right? He's one of those managers, doesn't want to fix anything, but he wants a key to the apartment anyway. In case of an emergency, like he needs a few dollars. And you go to complain to him, he answers the door, so you feel guilty, right? And he has his kids here, and you go, hey, Rivera, no hot water for 20 years, and no walls in the apartment anymore. Fix that when you have a chance? He's bothered by it. It's not my job. He got mad that I said that on television. He came to me in the lobby. He said, Freddie, why you make fun of me? Do I bother you? I don't bother nobody. I'm a nice man, but you talk about me again, I kill you. I said, if you don't like it, why don't you shut off the set? He goes, it's not my job. He gives people a wrong impression of Puerto Ricans. Like Nixon has a wrong impression of Puerto Ricans. I blame him that there's no Puerto Rican astronaut. Right? What are they afraid of? All the way to the moon will blow the horn, play the radio. He probably figures, right? We'll stick our head out the window going, mira chica, hello honey. We'll put pom-poms on the antennas, a little dog in the window with the head. What they're really afraid of is we'll get to the moon, right? Unload the moon buggy, the hubcaps are gone. The Puerto Ricans don't get that break. Like, I was playing a club in Chicago, and one night I said, is there any Puerto Ricans in the audience? One guy. Over here, man. And he was sitting near the kitchen. And I figured in case a dishwasher dies, they're gonna snatch his poor creep and he don't know it. Hey, dishwasher died? Grab him, you know. So I asked him, I said, why are you sitting in such a lousy seat? He goes, they put me over here. Typical attitude of Latins why we're nowhere today, because we take everything we're given, right? You want those cockroaches? Yeah, you leave them with me. I take good care of them. See, black people made it because they wouldn't take that stuff, right? The maitre d' would say, over here, sir. No, sucker, over there. You know. Like, it's sad to say, but our society is based on a thing where when one ethnic group makes it, you subjugate another one, right? Like, years ago, it was black people, because you need somebody to clean the toilet, right? Years ago, it was black people. Ain't this a shame? I'll this sucker flush himself away. You know what I mean? Leave the water running, you know? And when they made it, Puerto Ricans wasn't there. It's not my job. What I'm doing here? Thank you. See, that's why Chinese people don't want Latins to make it, because they know they're next. I should have never roughed the laundry. I don't know what happened here. But don't let the Indians get in, because if the Indians get in, they blow up the bathrooms, we can't go, and they take the country back. Right? Now, Nat was telling me, my friend Nat is this black dude that plays trumpet. He's got a big fro and sunglasses, and very hard-looking dude. And he was telling me things about black people I didn't know. Like, he said black people, when they get mad, they talk real high, right? But when they with a girl, they're very low voice and cool, right? Like, you see a guy, he's trying to tell his woman he'll be right with her, and meanwhile, he's arguing with some. Right when they get mad, they go, say, man, what the hell is wrong with you? You know I can't. Hey, man, don't make me kill you, okay, man? I'll break your nose. If you bleed, I'll kill your mother. Yeah, baby, I'll be right with you, mommy. Don't worry. Yeah, I'll be right with you. Just let me take care of this. Hey, man, let me tell you one thing. Thank you. Now, Nat was with me when I got busted. I was driving without license or registration. It wasn't my car. I didn't care. And the day I don't have license or registration, my luck, a cop pulled me over. And cops always just, you know, they assert themselves by chewing gum hard. Hey, son. You know your left rear taillight was out of order? I'll bet you didn't. Listen, I'm gonna give you a break this time. But if I see you in an hour and that ain't fixed, you're in big trouble. I said, thanks for the break. Next gas station, I have it fixed. He said, all right, beat it. Ready to let me go. Nat says, hold on, you got rights. I'm back here, turkey. She looking to make some money, man? Don't mess with my man when he's high. 6 months, right? If it had been a Puerto Rican cop, I wouldn't have got busted. Arrest that kid. He's not my job. Thank you.
When I first started performing at the Bitter End in New York, the audiences at the beginning didn't quite take me. They used to walk out in droves. 7 people would stay and watch me. 3, of course, my mother and father, and the other 4, really my good friends, the Ace Trucking Company. Would you welcome, please, one of the great groups working in the country today, the Ace Trucking Company.
Why don't we close up?
I hate to close up this early on a Saturday night.
Wait a minute, there's some headlights coming up the highway.
I hope they pull in here.
Well, I have to. I put up the barricade.
Good thinking. Yeah, here he comes. Go grab him.
This way, sir. Danny, a customer.
Yes, sir. Can I help you?
I'd like to get a hamburger.
Fine. Do you have a reservation?
Oh. No, I don't. But that's okay. I can go down the road.
That's all right. Michael, customer for service here, please.
Oh.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
I'd like to get a hamburger.
I see, sir. Do you have a reservation?
Oh, no, I don't.
No reservation here,
No
Michael.
reservation.
How many in your party, sir?
Just myself.
Table for one at this late notice. I don't know. I want to leave. Let's leave these tables free.
Let's save those two stools for a party.
Let's
coming
play
in
it by
later.
ear. Slip them in there just temporarily. See how that
Sir,
works.
want to step this way, please? Oh, sir, please, 1 second, please, before you enter the dining room. I do have to inform you we have a very strict jacket and tie policy here at Denny's.
Oh, well, that's okay. I'll just
That's
go
all
down
right,
the road.
sir. We
There's
have a
no-
house code here. Something that I'm sure you'll look like a gentleman in. There you go. Don't you feel better?
Helps keep out the riffraff, sir. You'll be more comfortable and we'll be more comfortable.
Fine. And, sir, we'll waive the tie.
Oh, thank you.
That's quite all right. Just step this way, please, right over here into our dining room. Have a seat here.
Will you be ordering wine with your meal, sir?
No, I just like a hamburger and a cup of coffee.
Hamburger. Let me step down to the wine cellar and see if we can choose something which might go with that.
I think the Bourgeois 63 might
I'll
be
see if
right.
we have any.
See if we have any of that. All right, fine, sir. What would you like to start with?
I just want a hamburger.
Mm-hmm. Le hamburger ordinaire. Very good, sir. We'll have that out here in a hurry. I have to hurry that order in, sir, because, as you know, there's no serving during the show.
Show?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's showtime here at Denny's on the Turnpike. Sit back, relax, and enjoy yourself as we say hello, 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 hello. What a wonderful word. Hello, 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 hello. You can hear it wherever you go. A stranger in a strange town finds it dreary, but when you're here at Denny's, it's cheery. So hello, hello, hello. What a wonderful word, hello. Now everybody, hello, hello, hello. I can't hear you. What a wonderful word, hello. You can sing louder than that. Hello, hello, hello. You can hear it wherever you go. Where you go. No, you. But when you're here at Denny's, it's cheery. So hello, hello, hello. What a wonderful word, hello. Yes, hello and welcome. Welcome one and all to Denny's on the Turnpike. As I look around the room tonight, I see a lot of old friends who have dropped by to say hello, and we want to say hello right back at you. Also, there's a lot of new faces, a lot of newcomers out there who've never been to Danny's before, but we want to make you feel right at home. Anyone from out of town? Any out-of-towners at all? Yes, sir, where are you from?
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. Well, wherever you're from, wherever you're going, sit back, relax, and in the future, make Danny's your home for entertainment. A little later on, we have our fantastic door prize, every night a winner. Right now, let's get on with the show. And our first artist, sit back, relax, put your hands together, and meet and greet the man who sees all and knows all, Dr. Abioso.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For my first feat of ESP, I'll need a volunteer from our audience.
I have a gentleman here, Doctor.
Sir, would you concentrate carefully? I see you've just traveled over a very long distance.
No.
And you have an emotional problem that's been troubling you lately.
No.
Sir, you are married.
No.
Does the name Ruth mean anything to you, sir?
No.
How about the number 21?
No.
Concentrate carefully, please, sir. Do the initials RB mean anything to you?
No.
How about the initials RAL?
No.
How about SBD?
No.
Sir, have you ever seen me before? Have we ever met?
No.
Thank you very much.
Dr. Abioso, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Dr. Abioso. Dr. Abioso, and that is 7 nights a week. I don't know how he does it. Well, I know what you're thinking, though, now. You're saying, hey, when are we going to have that fantastic door prize? Well, here's your answer. Each and every customer as you came in tonight received a guest check with your lucky number in the upper left-hand corner. A corresponding ticket has been placed in our lucky fishbowl at this time, tonight. Someone in our crowd is going to win an all-expenses tour for 2 to Honolulu. All expenses paid, I said, and I mean that. $5,000 in spending cash, a 25-inch color television set, and what is our bonus prize tonight?
It's the Wega, Danny.
How about that? So keep your eye peeled on that lucky number. Round and round she goes and where she stops. Nobody knows, and here it is. Number 24769. I will repeat that number. 24769.
I have number 1.
Number 24769. Do we have a winner? Do we have a winner? Oh, there's a disappointment. That's the first time in a long time that's happened to us. But hold on to that lucky guest check, because even though you have not won tonight, you are still eligible for future drawings. Right now, it is star time. Sit back, relax, put your hands together, and meet and greet the comedy star of our show, Jackie. Are you having fun, sunshine?
Hey, are you having fun? Hey, I'm having fun. You look like a terrific crowd tonight. I hope you're in the mood to laugh. I want to tell you, it's a terrific thrill to be back here at Danny's. I just returned from a smash 2-week engagement down at the Route 62 Diner in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And I want to tell you, folks, I had a terrific time down there. Except for the first couple of days I was there, I wasn't feeling too well. So I went to a doctor. I said, Doc, it hurts me every time I do this. He said, so don't do that. He said, you ever had it before? I said, yeah. He said, well, you got it again. Come on, folks, I know you're out there. I can hear you breathing. I went to another doctor the week before. I told him my problem. He said, sir, you don't understand. I'm an animal doctor. I said, Doc, you don't understand. It's not me. It's my wife. I don't want to say my wife is fat, but when she sits around the house, she sits around the house. What's the matter, sir? You don't like comedy?
I just wanted a hamburger.
And I just want a couple of laughs, you little pig animal. Come on, you want to come outside, huh?
So we have time for the old clock on the wall says we've run out of time.
Jackie, no, Jackie, we've run out of time. I'm sorry, we've run short of time. Say goodnight, Jackie.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Good night.
Jackie Sunshine, come on back out and take another bow, Jackie. Jackie Sunshine, hold it. No, come on. Take off. Cool it. Okay, you've been a wonderful audience. Thank you for coming. If you enjoyed yourself, tell your friends. If not, tell us. Drive carefully. The life you save may be your own. And if your wife is driving you to drink, ask her to drive you down to Danny's. Thank you for coming. God bless you and good night. You want to pay your check, sir? We're running a little late. Here's a check, Danny.
I didn't get my hamburger.
Please give him his food there. It's $24.95.
$24.95 for what?
There's a cover charge, a music charge, and a minimum. Always a minimum.
And a rental fee for the jacket.
And a gratuity for the waiters. Thank you very much.
Here's the keys for your car. That's $9. Thank you.
$9 for what?
I changed your oil.
I didn't ask for you to change my oil.
It's a courtesy of the restaurant, sir. Thank you very much for
You're a real troublemaker. You're not a real troublemaker.
We got all kinds in here on a Saturday night.
You know, there's got to be a full moon out there.
Some crowd. You were sensational, though. You had some new material, didn't you?
Yeah, a couple of new jokes, but this guy over here, he knocked me out. You were unbelievable.
Sensational.
How he does it.
Well, what do you think, Danny? Place looks like a morgue. Why don't we close up?
Yeah, it does seem to be thinning out a little. Might as well close up. I don't think there'll be a second show tonight.
This man will do something you shouldn't try. He'll shave blindfolded to test the Gillette Checkmatic razor. No razor can guarantee it will never cut you, but Checkmatic can reduce the risk. Checkmatic did it. A good close shave, blindfolded, without a nick or cut.
Kentucky Fried Theater. And they're going to be back a little later on, but right now, let me tell you about part 1 of our anniversary show, which you're going to see right here next week, the very best of the Midnight Special's 3 years on the air. You're going to see Gladys Knight and the Pips, the Rhinestone Cowboy himself, Glenn Campbell, Frankie Valli doing all his big hit records like My Eyes Adored You. You're going to see a melody of his greatest hits with the Four Seasons, too. Linda Ronstadt and Randy Newman going to be here, along with George Carlin and Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. Also, the OJs doing some of their biggest hits. And our salute to Elton John. My, you can see all of that and more coming your way next week on the Midnight Special, Anniversary Special, Part 1. And then on the following week, that's February 20th, we're going to be back with Part 2 of our 3rd anniversary show. And listen to these names we're going to have then. Paul Anka, Neil Sedaka, doing one of his big new records like Laughter in the Rain and a melody of his great oldies. Also, you're going to see Richard Pryor, Mac Davis, Barry Manilow, Captain and Tennille, and our salute to Neil Young.
Let the
This show is really terrific tonight. You know, it's nice. It's nice when you have your friends on. You know, I am very open about the fact that I am prejudiced. You know, I like my friends. There are a lot of people I don't like. For instance, I don't deal with the political situation because I don't have an overview of it. I am very, very prejudiced. That's why I don't like to talk about President Nixon, because of my attitude towards him. I don't walk that middle line. I try to think of what good he's done, you know, and I think not just China and not just Russia, but the reason I respect him is because he's brought paranoia out into the open. See, I've been paranoid for years, you know, and now I'm really glad that everyone else is paranoid. It's very easy for me. Here's how paranoia manifests itself, I think, in the 70s. People, all my friends think that their phones are tapped, but they don't really think that there's anyone listening in, because you can't really imagine that that's going on. So you get conversations like this across the country. You get people calling up going, "Hello, David? Tom. Hi, Tom. How's it going? Good. Hey, listen, David, I just scored some great..." Click. "I just scored some great cantaloupe." Oh. Wonderful, wonderful. It's nice of you to call me from Peru to let me know that. Is it expensive? Oh, no, $1,200 an ounce. $1,200 an ounce? That's expensive. I know, man. This is 95% pure cantaloupe. Well, I feel people are going to catch on if that is what's going on across the country. But I'm open to my prejudices. You know, my father was prejudiced. That's why I grew to respect it at an early age. My wife is Italian, and my family are Russian Orthodox, Jewish Canadians. And Gentiles to my father were people, although intelligent, they sell their children for whiskey. I respect prejudice like that. It's got character and teeth, you know. See, when you deal with prejudice on stage, the people that get most upset about it are the liberals, because we all want to do away with it. But I feel you got to let it out and ventilate, and then maybe it can be done away with. You got to allow that it's there. The liberals are the ones who get the most uptight. You'll never get a liberal to admit that some Jews are good with money. Not all of them. 2 Jews. One on the East Coast, one on the West Coast. You'll never get a liberal to admit that some blacks have rhythm. Some Orientals all look alike. And some Puerto Ricans are naturally good with cockroaches. But what this group has in common, however, is one thing. The country doesn't belong to us. I think the people that got a hold of the country early still hold it. Here's why I believe that Haldeman, Mitchell, Ehrlichman, Nixon, that whole group can't believe what happened to them. Not because of the reenactment of democratic principles, although I think that's happening. I think they are stunned because they got caught by a black man. A night watchman at the Watergate complex. A man who in their bigoted tiny hearts they had put away years ago. See, they were looking the other way. They were looking to Sidney Poitier. And they got caught by a night watchman just walking with his lantern. Checking out those rooms. Yes, strutting along, taking his time. Meanwhile, they're all over the place in California. Beat Helen, Hagen, Douglas, beat Harvard, beat Yale, beat the Washington Post, beat the long hairs, beat the short hairs, and he's just walking and waiting for that mystical moment when the door is left open just that much. But it's enough to see the torn underwear under America's tuxedo.
We left the Midwest about 1 year ago now to come out to LA and open our little theater. We drove together in Jerry's van To pass time, we played fun games like this slide of Name the License Plate. And we played Who Ate the Beans for Lunch. Jerry insisted on doing all the driving, despite the fact we were driving straight through. He said he'd be able to stay awake as long as he'd smoke cigarettes. The rest of us shot up with Dexedrine. Never forget how hard we all laughed the time the good old Jerry dropped one of the cigarettes in his lap. The scenery was just phenomenal. Probably the first thing to catch our eyes were the beautiful Black Hills of South Dakota. Further west, Kennebunkport, Wyoming, and the resplendent Rocky Mountains. We didn't actually have an opportunity to stop in Las Vegas, but we did drive through, and we saw the sights for which that town has become so well known. Oh, whoops. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got this one in backwards. In any event, from Las Vegas, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump across the desert, down Benedict Canyon, and up Pico Boulevard to Kentucky Fried Theater, where at last we found relief in Los Angeles.
Our next guest finds a lot of things in society absurd, events, attitudes, so on. Here to illustrate why, Franklyn Ajaye.
Thank you, thank you. Wow, that was better than when I used to start, boy. I'm from Los Angeles. I went to a predominantly black high school out here, mainly because I was predominantly black at that time, you know? You dig it? We used to have fights, man, whole bunches of fights at lunchtime. Dudes would fight if you would talk about their mother, you know? You say something absurd, stupid about a dude's mother, boy, he'd take you serious. You know what, Willie, man? I saw your mom in a black sedan giving a hickey to Superman. Hey, man, my mama don't know Superman. Mighty Mouse, maybe, chump. One more word, and I'm gonna get in your chest, man. Some dudes will warn you. A lot of cats wouldn't, though. You know, you say, hey, bumpy man, your mama, wham! Hey, man, what's wrong with you? You come from a white school or something? No, man, you was about to talk about my mother, see. I don't play that crap, see, because my mother's dead, Ajaye. That's right, she died 2 months ago in a burglary attempt. Mm-hmm. When she was running from the house, she tripped and fell, and the television hit the ground. Barely got away myself, man. A lot of cats would, like, threaten dudes who would beat them up after the cat who beat them up had left, you know? Because they'd be saying, hey, man, where is he at? Where's that dude, man? I'm gonna get him, man. I don't let nobody beat on me for an hour and a half like that and get away with it. Shoot, man. Used to have hoodlums at my school, boy. We used to have hoodlums, the thugs, the cats who would talk back to teachers. They hit on you for no reason. I used to run with this hoodlum named Hilton. Hilton was the intelligent hoodlum, see? Because he was the only hoodlum in the school who could hit you and tell you why. See, a lot of cats just hit on you for no reason. You be in the hall, you know, a dude hit you. You say, wham, hey, man, why you hit me? I don't know, man, but what you gonna do about it? That's the question. I ain't gonna do nothing, man, but why you hit me? I don't know, man, but what you gonna do about it? That's the question. See, Hilton hit you, though, he'd tell you why. He'd say, what's happening, Hilton? Wham! Hey, man, why you hit me? Your pants are too long. Mm-hmm. It's beautiful. They'd never talk back to gym teachers, you know? See, because gym teachers were ex-hoodlums who'd been saved by athletics. So they knew just what was going down a lot of times, see, and they scare you the first day of class, you know? My name is Mr. Chris. I'll be teaching you young punks this semester. Sorry, bunch of jives. Like... Now, you will be stripping every day in my class. I want to make that clear, see, because if you don't, I'm going to put a D on your report card, and that D is going to stand for one thing and one thing only, deceased. Some cats would challenge him around grade time. Say, Mr. Chris, I want to talk to you, man. Why you want to put an F on my report card? I didn't think my work was that superior this semester. I think you and I might just have to get into one. Say, what, Bumpy? Because I'm going to get in your chest a long time. Oh, it's cool, man. It's cool. You know. Then they change outside. Man, what's wrong with Mr. Chris Franklin? One of these days, he's going to get hit behind putting bad grades on dudes' report cards when they don't deserve it. You know that? Man, if I wasn't sane, I'd have hit him today myself. I really would have, man, but you got to be crazy to hit that dude. Willie Tyler hit him yesterday. His mother said I could have his shoes. That's right. I'm gonna sell them too, Jack. I'm gonna sell them. Women didn't have to strip every day in class. We used to envy them, boy. Because if a woman didn't want to strip, you know, she'd just go up to the teacher, Miss Robinson, I'm special today. And they be outside rapping to the chicks, boy, saying anything, you know, to get over, you know. So what you into, baby? Psychology? Shoot, that's a coincidence. I got a mind. I got a mind, baby. You know. You could tell when a dude had bad breath because the chick would always be blinking. Oh, really? Oh, the chick. I used to rap to chicks. Still do. I'm not a yet. I did. I used to always talk to really short girls, see, because, like, I'm short. And you can't be cool at a party with a tall chick, right? You know, what you gonna do, stand around, say, what's happening? That's my old lady, man. I ain't kissed her in 3 years. I used to hate to meet the girls' parents, though, who I was gonna take out, because, like, I could never relate to the fathers a lot of times, because the fathers would be paranoid. See, they always ask you the same question when you come over. Where you going in life, boy? What you wanna be when you get out of high school? You can't joke with him. I want to be a pimp, sir. You know. Get the hell out of my house, boy. Yeah. I used to run the parties a lot of times alone after situations like that with this dude named Morris. Morris had a real bad temper, though. See, because like you be at a party and you look up and Morris was getting ready to get his gun, boy, you know. You say, wait a minute, Morris, man, the dude, man, just spit a little punch on your shirt, man. No, Frank, I got to kill him, man. He's messing with my rights, man. Morris is in jail now. Shot a waitress in a restaurant. I said, I went to visit him. I said, what, man, why'd you do it, Morris? Hey, man, I had to, man. I wanted hash browns, and she gave me fries. Yeah. Parties are cool, because there are always a couple high dudes at parties who don't do nothing but stand in the corner and give each other five, right, you know? You know? They be talking nonsense all the time. Hey, Willie, man, guess what, man? I woke up this morning, man, I went straight to the bathroom, man. Hey, you too, man? Shoot. Every day. Ah, mister, they keep parties too dark, though. That's the only problem, because that'll mess you up. It's supposed to be romantic, but you won't know what type of girl you be dancing with until it's too late, you know? You be slow dancing with a chick, boy, and she be holding you close. You say, dang, let me tighten her up. How you getting home tonight? Then the lights come on. Oh, my God, no. Oh, you running home on all fours, huh? I can dig it. Yeah, thanks. That's cool. That's it.
Thank you, guests, and thank you, studio audience. You have been sensational. On behalf of all of us, we have enjoyed performing for you. You people at home, starting to feel a little fuzzy around the eyes about now. We enjoyed performing for you, too, so good morning to you.
I'm Steve Miller, and I want to talk to you about something that's really serious. It's heroin and downers and hard drugs. You take it from Maurice, the space cowboy, the gangster of love, baby. Don't do it, and you'll be a lot healthier and a lot happier, especially you.